Hello my dear children, welcome back to my channel Happy Learning Mathematics. So today we will be learning your 27th chapter, which is algebraic fractions. Okay, so in your previous grades you might have already learned about algebraic symbols, algebraic expressions, and then about algebraic equations. Am I right? So what are these algebraic fractions? So let's look at that first. So, if in a fraction, there are numerator and denominator. Am I right? So, if the numerator or denominator or both the numerator and the denominator of a fraction contain an algebraic term or an algebraic expression, then they are known as algebraic fractions. Right? So, in order to give you an understanding of that, I'm going to write few algebraic fractions. So look at the first one now. Right. Now here you can see the numerator contains an algebraic symbol. So this is an algebraic fraction. Okay. I'm going to write another one. Right. Now you know this is an algebraic expression. What is an algebraic expression? With any algebraic symbol, if there is a mathematical operation takes place, that is known as algebraic expression. So here this is an algebraic fraction because the numerator contains an algebraic expression. So to give you some more examples, look at this. So look at it. Even though the numerator doesn't have an algebraic symbol, the denominator has an algebraic expression. So this is also an algebraic fraction. And what about this? Here both the denominator and numerator has algebraic symbols. Here it is an expression, here the algebraic symbols. So all these are known as algebraic fractions. So next thing we are going to learn is how to add and subtract with different kinds of algebraic fractions. Okay, so let's look into that. So now we have come to the second section, which is addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. Under that we will be looking on how to add or subtract the fractions with same integral numerator. Here as you can see, I have written 3 examples here. Here it's very easy since the denominators are same in here. As you can, the first one contains a number which is 7 and 7. Here it's 10 and here it's 4. So here you don't have to do anything other than subtracting directly from the previous term. So how do we do this? Since they are both same denominators, what do? We simply subtract 3a from 12a. Am I right? So this is just like regular addition and subtraction. So how do we do it? 12 minus 3 is 9a by 7. Okay, so that's very easy, right? Look at the second example. Here also the denominators are all same. So we simply add and subtract the terms above. Okay, so there has been no changes made into the numerators. Okay, so 7 minus 2 will be, they are like terms. Can you see all our x contains x as algebraic symbols? So you can subtract and add all these. 7 minus 2 is 5x. 5x plus x becomes 6x by 10. Okay, right. The third example is, here you should be aware of something. Okay, I'll explain you what. Now since both the denominators are same, below the denominator will be 4. And here you have to subtract x plus 3 from 2x plus 1. Am I right? But when you are subtracting an algebraic expression, children, please always put the brackets. Okay, otherwise you will make the mistake when you expand it. Since you are subtracting all algebraic expression, you should put them in the brackets. Okay, so now let's expand it. Okay, so this becomes 2x plus 1, that remains the same. Whereas here minus into plus, it becomes minus x, and this one will also become negative 3. Why? Minus into plus, negative into positive is negative 3. Do you understand the importance of putting them within the brackets? So if you don't put the brackets, you will simply write it as positive. Okay, right. Now let's simplify this fraction. 2x, like terms are 2x and negative x. 2x minus x is x, 1x. Then positive 1, negative 3. Numbers should be simplified. Plus 1 and negative 3 will become negative 2. Below 4. So this is the simplified answer of the third one. Right? Do you understand this? So we did simplify and subtract the fractions with same integral numerators. Okay? So let's move on to the next section. So now we are moving on to the second section, which is addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. Now with different integral numerators. So as you can see here the denominators are two different numbers. Am I right? So how do you do when it is being regular fractions? What do you do? When you add fractions or subtract fractions, you will make the denominators equal. Am I right? By finding the LCM. So in the similar way, you must do the same thing in here as well. So for 5 and 2, what will be the LCM? The lowest common multiple. Okay. So which is going to be 10. Am I right? So we are going to make the denominators as 10 in here. So in accordance with the equivalent fractions, what do? We should multiply by 2 in order to get the denominator number 10. So we have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. Can you remember that? And again, the other one is plus. This is number 2. So we should multiply this number by 5 in order to get 10. So the numerator must also be multiplied by 5. Am I right? So now let's multiply and get the answer. So 2 into 4 becomes 8xy plus 3 into 5 becomes 15xy. And now these has become 10. So now we can add these two because they are like terms. So the answer is going to be 8 plus 15 is 23xy by 10. Do you understand? So I have written another example in order to give you a clear understanding on this. Okay. So here the denominators are numbers 12, 4 and 6. So what is the LCM for 12, 4 and 6? It's going to be 12. Am I right? Because 4 can be converted to 12 and 6 also can be multiplied by 2 and made into 12. So we are going to make all the denominators as 12. Here no need to make any changes because the denominator is 12. Here 4 should be multiplied by 3. So 4 into 3. So the numerator must also be multiplied by 3. Am I right? Now minus Here 6 should be multiplied by 2 in order to get 12. So a plus 4 must also be also multiplied by 2. As I mentioned you before, you should put the brackets when you subtract an algebraic expression. Am I right? So I am putting everything inside the bracket. So it will be easier for you to identify as well. Okay. So now let's write this as below. It's going to be 12 and here 3a plus 1 plus 4 into 3 is 12a minus 2 should be multiplied with a plus 4. Am I right? So 2 into a, you know how to expand this, right? So 2 should multiply all the terms within the brackets. So 2 into a becomes 2a plus 2 into 4 becomes 8. And that must be written within the brackets. Okay, so now let's simplify this by removing the brackets first. So 3a plus 1 plus 12a. So minus into plus, negative into positive becomes negative 2a. Negative into positive becomes negative 8. Now below it's going to be 12. Sorry. So what is the answer? 3a plus 12a, like terms. So it is 15a. And we have another 2a in here. Am I right? So 15 minus 2 will become 13a. So 13a. See, can you see there are 3 like terms? 3a, positive 12a, and negative 2a. So 3 plus 2, 12, 15. 15 minus 2, 13a. Then we have 2 numbers here, positive 1 and negative 8, which becomes negative 7. So this is your final answer. Can you see that? Okay. So now we have done addition and subtraction with different integral numerators. So you must be aware when you make the denominator same, you should find the LCM and then simplify them. So this is going to be your last section, which is adding and subtracting algebraic fractions with same algebraic denominators. So earlier we learned how to add and subtract with integral denominators, numbers only. Now we have the denominators with algebraic symbols and expressions. Can you see? But here they are same. So different ones are going to be coming in your grade 10s only. So when you are in grade 10, so you don't have to worry about it. We will be doing only the denominators with the same algebraic terms or expressions. Okay, so let's look at the first example. As you can see here, both are same algebraic denominators, 7x and 7x. So you simply need to subtract 4 minus 10 from 4. So as you know, this is directed numbers. 4 minus 10. How do you simplify? It becomes negative 6 by 7x. Do you understand? No change in this denominator since both are same. Now look at this combination of addition and subtraction, but all the denominators are same. So the denominator is going to be a minus 3, where here it's 12 plus 4 minus 6. Do you understand? So let's simplify this. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 minus 6 is 10 by a minus 3. Do you understand? Now let's look at the third example. Now here we do have an algebraic uh, expression as denominators as well as in the numerators. Can you see 4k and here it's 4 minus 2k. So how do we do this? Since both the denominators are same, no need to make any changes in here to the denominator. Here it's 4k. Now I told you when it is an expression, you should subtract the entire expression. So we write it within the brackets. Can you see here? We have put it in the brackets. Now let's remove the brackets. First expand it first. 4k minus into plus, negative into positive becomes negative 4. And here negative into negative becomes positive 2k. Am I right? Here it's m plus 3. Now let's simplify like terms of 4k plus 2k, which is 6k negative 4 by m plus 3. So that is your answer. So that's it in this lesson, children. It's a very easiest lesson indeed, unless you don't make any careless mistakes. So now I'll do 3 questions under each category from your textbook, so you can understand this better. So I will be doing 2 sums from your textbook in order to understand this lesson better. So the first sum I have chosen is this. So as you can see here, they are the algebraic denominators, but they are same. So no need to make any changes, because since both the denominators are same, we simply write the x plus y as the denominator. Then we should subtract 7h minus 2. So we have to write it within the brackets and subtract it from 9h. So let's expand it by removing the brackets. So minus into plus becomes minus 7h. Negative into negative becomes positive 2. Denominator is x plus y. Am I right? Now let's simplify with like terms. It's subtraction. So 9h minus 7h becomes 2h plus 2. Below it's x plus y. That's it. So you cannot add these two because they are unlike terms. Am I right? That's a number. This is value of h. So I'll be doing another question as well, which is, so this is another example from your textbook, children. So let's look into it. So here we have same denominators as m plus n, an algebraic expression. So the denominator is going to be remaining the same. Am I right? So now let's write m minus, since we are subtracting the entire expression, we must put it within the brackets. Again minus, again we should write it within the brackets. Can you see? Now we will expand it by removing the brackets. So m negative into positive, negative m, negative into negative becomes positive n. Again in here, negative into positive becomes negative m, negative into negative becomes positive n. Below the denominator remains the same. Now let's simplify by adding and subtracting the like terms. So m minus m will be removed, so remaining will be negative m. So the remaining is negative m, and n plus n becomes 2n. And here it's m plus n. Okay, so it's okay to change the order, but be aware of the symbol, signs. Okay, so you can write it in this way as well. no changes have been made, because here it's positive 2n, here it's also positive 2n, here it's negative m, here it's negative m. So you can write it in any order, but look into the symbols when you are writing the answers, signs. Okay. So children, this is another example from your textbooks. As you can see here, the denominators are integral values, but they are different. So here you should be aware that you should make the denominators same first. So in order to do that, you should find the LCM of 10 and 15, which is going to be 30. Am I right? So let's make the denominators as 30. So for that, we should multiply 10 by 3, right? In order to make it 30. So both the numerator and the denominator must be multiplied by 3. Am I right? So let's write it within the brackets. Why? 3 should be multiplied the entire algebraic expression. So always write it within the brackets. Next one is 15 should be multiplied by 2. So let's multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. So 15 here, and here is 3t. Understood? So here I am not writing it within the bracket because it is just an algebraic term. It's not an expression. So when it is an expression only, you should aware, as sometimes the signs do get changed. Do you understand? So now let's expand it by removing the brackets. 3 into 5 becomes 15t. 3 into 3, 9. Positive into negative, negative 9. Below it's 30. Here 2 into 3 is 60 by 30. Now let's subtract 60 from 15t minus 9. So like terms are these two. 15 minus 6 is going to be 9t, negative 9 by 30. Did you all understand? So that's all. Under this lesson we have concluded our lesson now. So now you will be able to do all the exercises from your textbook. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.